Good morning, Wonderhussy here, lurking in my car in the parking lot of a trail to a hot spring that's super duper popular. But I've had like a bunch of people email me going, Wonderhussy, why haven't you visited XYZ hot spring? Well, I'm finally in that area. I got up as early as I could. I got to the trailhead at 7:30 a.m. and the parking lot is already full. Okay, here we are in the parking lot of this amazingly beautiful Red Rock Canyon, and at 7:30 in the morning, every single spot is taken. And you can see people come from all over the place to check out this hot spring. We got New Jersey, Utah, Idaho. Like I said, it's an insanely popular hot spring. But if the photos that I've seen online are to be believed, it's also an insanely beautiful hot spring. In fact, the pictures reminded me of another hot spring I visited, also at an insanely early hour, and also that was already super crowded, up in Montecito. Remember that hot spring I went to in that fancy neighborhood in Montecito? Well, this hot spring reminds me a lot of that. We're hiking up this ravine in this beautiful canyon, following this gorgeous creek. That presumably is where the hot springs are. Okay, I'm in Utah, and there's a ton of amazing hot springs in Utah. Unfortunately, there's also a lot of very conservative religious folk in Utah. So I'm wearing my magic bikini. Unfortunately, I don't think this is one of them hot springs full of dirty, naked hippies. But you never know. Look at that, the morning sun filtering through this beautiful canopy of trees. I'm here in July, so the whole forest is alive in the high green fertility of summer. You know, I am not what you would call an early riser, but anytime I do get up early like this, especially when I go out in nature first thing, oh my God, it makes me wonder why I don't get up at the crack of ass every damn day. There's just something about the quality of the early morning sunlight that fills a body with possibility. You know, this is a brand new day. Anything could happen. Whew. I'm actually pretty winded doing this hike. I just checked my altimeter, and I think we're up around 6,000 feet in elevation. I guess that's part of why I'm huffing and puffing. Also, I'm probably just kind of out of shape. Anyway, I'm gonna have to go into hot spring hunter mode pretty soon. You know, crikey, she's a beaut. I always do this cheesy fake Australian Steve Irwin accent when I'm lurking around hot springs, trying to ascertain if I can film or not. Oh, look at that. It already looks like we're getting to some hot spring pools. As a matter of fact, there is a very faint trail here. Let's go down and put our finger in the water to see if it's warm. You know, I would say put my toe in the water, but I wore these hiking shoes, which honestly I did not need. You could totally do this trail in flip-flops, and I may well do it that way on my way back. Okay, oh my god, I can already smell the sulfur, and I can tell from all the mineral buildup and this beautiful kind of turquoise blue color of the water that I guess there's a lot of, what is that, travertine? Let's see. It's tepid. I'm guessing the farther we go up the creek, the warmer the pools will be. Oh my god, this is absolutely magical. Even though it's not that hot down here, you can still see some steam wafting off the water up there. There's dragonflies buzzing around. The sun is filtering through those leaves like liquid gold. Can you imagine if you were like an early mountain man and you stumbled on this place for the first time, how your mind would be blown? Oh my goodness, this is like something out of Lord of the Rings, this magical blue pool. Nobody's in this pool. I'm gonna go in this one. Let's see if it's hot. Ooh, yeah. Okay, well, unbelievably, no one else is in this absolutely gorgeous, preternaturally blue and piping hot pool. I don't know how many hot spring pools there are here, but if there's nobody in this one, there must be even better ones farther up the creek. It's an unbelievable hot spring bonanza. Okay, well, since nobody else is in this pool, I'm taking off my magic bikini. You know what I mean? There's no one to offend here. Oh my goodness. This is so unbelievably beautiful. What a way to start the day. Oh my god, I'm in the middle of what I have been calling my 10-day skinny dip challenge. This is day 7. So I've skinny dipped 6 days in a row. This is the 7th day. And this is by far the best one. I mean, really, for a Thursday morning, this ain't bad at all. Or a Friday morning, or a Saturday morning, or any morning. This is the kind of morning that just makes you so glad to be alive. I guess I gotta be careful because I'm standing here buck-ass naked in full view of the trail, and there's probably like a whole Boy Scout troop of Mormons 5 minutes behind me because I just checked the time. It's already 9 o'clock. I think I got to the parking lot at 7:30, so that means it took me about an hour and a half to hike up here. And it's July 22nd, I think, 21st. So right in the middle of summer, Thursday or no, I'm sure there's going to be a bajillion people coming up here. So I better keep my swimsuit handy. There it is, waiting patiently on that rock. Look, here's a cave. There's a cave back here behind this waterfall. I don't know if you can see because of the steam. Let's go back in. Go back in my cave like Gollum, my precious. Look at that. It's just a shallow little cave right here on the edge of the hot spring pool. If I keep panning around, you can see there's the opening that we just came through. And nobody can see me hiding out in here. Although that's a bad thing, because if they come down the trail, they might think nobody's in here, and then I'd be trapped in this cave naked. Oh my god, wouldn't that just be my luck? A whole troop of Boy Scouts comes down the trail and starts frolicking in this pond while I'm lurking naked in this cave, afraid to come out. Oh, here comes some bros down the trail right now. Oh man, and they all look pretty square. I guess that means it's swimsuit o'clock. I mean, I guess I don't really mind. I got my skinny dip in. All right, Utah, you win. Magic underwear, magic bikini. I guess it's all more or less the same. Okay, so those guys kept walking along the trail upstream, and I just saw 3 chicks leaving from upstream. So my theory is that the best soaking pools are still ahead of us. Although I don't know how you could possibly beat this little soak here, and I'm not even exaggerating. Anyway, I'm gonna hike down the creek and check out these other 2 pools here, just in the interest of being thorough. Warm-ish, but definitely not as nice as that one I was in. That must mean the ones farther up are really hot. But I don't know, there's something to be said for having a pond all to yourself, even if it is only lukewarm. Let's see how this one is. Oh, it's got a very squishy bottom. I'm guessing that's why no one's in it. I mean, I'm stepping into it and I can't film this because the water's too opaque, but my feet are so sinking into this muck. I would say up to mid-shin. It's super deep. But it's very clean looking muck, you know? It's not like super gross. Oh god, I wish I could film this. It's such a weird sensation. It's almost like stepping into marshmallow fluff. And then all these little bubbles that come up. It's like marshmallow fluff mixed with champagne. Oh, a Fluffer Nutter Mimosa. Oh, it sounds like a drag queen name. Fluffer Nutter Mimosa. Oh my god, you guys. Look at how spectacularly, breathtakingly beautiful Mother Nature is. And this is right outside a major metropolitan area. It's really easy to get here. It's not even that hard of a hike. I hardly saw any litter on the ground. These people do an amazing job of taking care of this place. I've said it before and I'll say it again. The Mormons are very industrious and very tidy. And I guess that makes them excellent stewards of all these amazing hot springs they have. Even though it does suck for people like me who don't want to wear a swimsuit and want to crack a few beers. I guess it's a fair trade-off. Believe it or not, I'm actually getting too hot to soak in this hot tub anymore. Once the sun came up higher, it's like 9 o'clock now, probably actually 9:30, but the sun is out in full force. There's not a cloud in the sky, and all the shade is disappearing quickly from this pool. So even though I would only guess the temperature in this to be 103, maybe 104, I kind of do wish I would have brought my scientific implements, aka my rubber ducky thermometer. Anyway, I think it's only about 103, 104. But even that, man, that creek that we hiked along is starting to look pretty appealing for a cold plunge. It's just hard to leave such an idyllic setting. I mean, I can see coming up here with a group of friends and camping out. Somebody would have to be the mule and pack up all the champagne. Although no glass bottles at the hot springs. You'd have to pre-mix your mimosas in plastic water bottles. So somebody would have to tote all that up. But you could have an awesome group camp and then come out here and soak. I didn't see any signs that said you can't soak after dark. You can't park in that parking lot after dark. But if you're, well, how are you supposed to get up here if you're backpacking? Maybe you have to get a permit somewhere. Anyway, soaking in this pool at night, if it was a clear night, oh my god, it'd be amazing. I bet the stars, even though we're right outside the Salt Lake metropolitan area, I bet the stars are pretty good up here. Yeah, have a few drinks, have a little bite to eat, smoke a little wacky weed, just enjoy being in nature with friends. I'm here by myself, as usual. I don't know what happened to all my friends. They used to have all these adventure buddies who were down to do anything, and now it seems like everybody got old, grew up, got married, had kids. Meanwhile, I'm still out here, I guess the hot spring equivalent of rap. Anyway, if I did have any friends who were willing and capable to come up here with me, it'd be awesome. But as it is, it's just me, myself, and I, and the friends I made here in the forest. Little dragonfly, beautiful trees, little pot plant, or what kind of looks like a pot plant. Anyway, I'm not alone. I've got plenty of stuff around here to keep me company and listen to me blather. That's the one thing I don't like about hanging up on myself all the time, is there's no one to talk to. And that's where you come in. You, my friend, are lucky enough to be the beneficiary of all my inane babbling on these beautiful solo expeditions. I hope it's worth it. Okay, man, as beautiful as this hot spring is, and I could literally soak in it all day in the shade, I want to go hike up creek a little bit and check out these other pools. Now I know, because I've been watching people hiking up, that there's going to be a bunch of people there. So I really am going to go into hot spring hunter mode now and just do some good old-fashioned lurking. Oh, it looks like there's a bunch of more pools down this little trail. Now, I did just notice there's a pool down there, and there is a guy soaking naked in it. There he is, getting his naked soak on. I salute you, brother. Oh, look at that. Looks like she's taking her top off or maybe putting it back on. Oh, wouldn't that be the greatest irony of all if they only put their swimsuits on because they saw me in mine? Well, it's all adults here right now. There aren't any kids. Maybe I will take it off just for a few minutes and lay in the sun and drink my water. Boy, right about now, I really wish I did have that mimosa. Downside is, I think I did read on Google, some lady said don't wear a swimsuit you like because it gets stained by the minerals in the water. I'm not sure if that's the minerals or the mud or what, but it did turn my magic bikini kind of tie-dyed. I guess that's just the price of hot springing. Oh my God, crikey. I thought I had seen the most beautiful part of these hot springs, but I think this up here might be even better. Look at that, it's like a terraced spa at a hotel, just pool after pool after pool with this beautiful, very faintly aquamarine colored creek feeding them all. Look at that. This is unreal. Every time I think I've seen the best pool, there's something even better. I mean, there must be 10, 20 soaking pools along this ravine. It's unbelievable. And look here at the end, there's this really big waterfall feeding even more pools. Okay, wow, 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 wow. I have been to some hot springs. Like I said, I think I've been to over 120. This might be the most beautiful one out of all of them. I know it's hard to say that. It's like picking a favorite child, but this is unbelievable. Okay, I was soaking in that one pool with the waterfall and I thought I found the best spot, and then I went up and found that. It just goes on and on and on. I have never seen anything like it. Okay, I hiked way, 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 way up. Not to the source of the creek, because this is, hold on, let me see if this is hot. Hold on. Oh my God, this is warm up here. It's not hot, but it's warm. So I don't know where the ultimate source of this hot creek is, but I don't think there's any more soaking pools up that way. But there are some pretty astonishing features just a little ways down from here. Okay, I gotta go back into hot spring hunter mode because there's somebody soaking at the base of this amazing waterfall. That's right, I'm standing at the top of a waterfall, this creek, which is warm up to this point, kind of maybe 198 degrees, flowing down, down, down this series of stone steps, which you can see. I don't know what kind of rock this is, but it's absolutely beautiful. But then it flows over the final boss stone step, which is this amazing waterfall. And it flows down over the edge of this cliff and fills that ginormous hot soaking pool. Oh my God, just look at this. This is like the friggin' Four Seasons of hot springs. I don't even know what to compare this to. It's like the spa in a really fancy hotel. I have never seen anything like this. Okay, I said earlier that this hot spring reminds me of that one in that really fancy neighborhood in Montecito. And it does. It has the same smell, the same color water, and it's in the same kind of canyon. But this has, I don't know, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times as many pools and waterfalls and You don't have to drive into some douchey rich neighborhood to park. That is the downside here. It's, I guess, really popular, and there's only one tiny parking lot. I got the last space, and I was here at 7:30 in the morning on a Thursday. There were other parking lots farther down the road, but that would add, I don't know, another mile or so to the hike. So I guess the key is to get here early, or even better, backpack and spend the night. I don't know where the source for the hot water is though, because this creek isn't that warm, but by the time it gets down there, it's super hot. So I'm guessing there's multiple sources coming up all the way along this magical ravine. I don't know any other word to use for this place. This really is like something out of Lord of the Rings, the Brothers Grimm, I don't know, fairy tale. It's just otherworldly. Although I suppose in the harsh light of midday, it looks slightly less otherworldly than it did in the early morning light. Man, I thought I got up as early as I could, but I guess the thing to do would be to get up even earlier and get here before dawn and watch first light breaking through the trees and the mist rising off of the water and all the little birds starting to chirp and all the dragonflies starting to buzz and oh man, I guess there's a cave under that waterfall. That dude is sitting in it. That would be the most amazing place to sit and meditate. Can you imagine? I'll zoom in. I don't know if you can see his hands and his knees. I can't film more than that because he ain't wearing any clothes. But he's sitting in this cave behind that waterfall. Goals! Okay, I'm gonna have to come back here sometime. In the snow or in the fall. I don't know. I was talking to that local guy earlier on my way up and he said it's busy here no matter what time of year, even in the winter. I'm just gonna have to come back sometime and wait my turn. Go in that cave either with a mimosa or a big steaming mug of mushroom tea. But even without any mind-altering substances, this place is absolutely wonderful. And I should know, all I did was drink 16 ounces of spring water. You know, it's funny, people have been telling me to come here for years, and oh, Wonderhussey, you're gonna love this hot spring, it's so beautiful. And I kind of thought, well, how beautiful could it possibly be? Well, now I know. Top 5 hot springs I've ever been to. No question about it. Okay, but it is almost 11 o'clock now, and I really do have other places I want to go explore in this great, wide, big, beautiful world. So I'm just gonna hike on back down to my car in my flip-flops and my magic bikini. Hey, if the Mormons can do it with underwear, I can do it with a swimsuit.